When we think of manifestation, most people immediately imagine thoughts, affirmations, or visualization practices that bring about external results. But what is often overlooked is the state of the nervous system, which functions as the very bridge between the mind, body, and the quantum field. Your nervous system is not just a collection of biological wires, it is a highly sensitive energetic receiver and transmitter. If your nervous system is overloaded with stress, fear, or constant survival mode activation, the signals you emit into the quantum field will mirror those states. This is why people often repeat affirmations or meditate without seeing results. They are still broadcasting incoherence. To truly reset your vibration, you must first reset your nervous system. Quantum manifestation becomes effortless only when the inner wiring is calm, balanced, and coherent, allowing your body to send a consistent frequency that matches what you desire. The nervous system has two major modes: sympathetic fight or flight, and parasympathetic rest and digest. Most of us are stuck in sympathetic dominance because of the modern world's constant demands, overstimulation, and unresolved emotional trauma. When we are trapped in this mode, the body believes we are in danger, even if no threat is present. In this state, the heart races, breathing becomes shallow, cortisol floods the bloodstream, and the brain shifts into survival thinking. The issue is that you cannot create from survival. You can only react. Quantum manifestation requires expansive awareness, calm focus, and an open heart. That's why resetting the nervous system is not just a relaxation technique, it is the foundation of aligning with the quantum field. When your body feels safe, you naturally shift into parasympathetic activation, where creation, intuition, and manifestation flourish. A powerful quantum manifestation practice involves regulating breath, heart coherence, and mindful attention. This begins by sitting in stillness and breathing slowly, consciously lengthening the exhale. Breath is the key because it directly speaks to the nervous system. Each deep, slow breath tells the body that it is safe, and as your body relaxes, the heart begins to emit a more coherent signal. The heart's electromagnetic field is much stronger than the brain's, and science shows that emotions like gratitude, love, and peace create measurable changes in this field. When you combine these feelings with intention, you essentially send a signal to the quantum field that is powerful and consistent. By maintaining this state for even 10 to 15 minutes daily, you retrain your nervous system to expect safety, calm, and expansion instead of survival and contraction. The beauty of this practice lies in its simplicity. You don't need complex rituals, expensive tools, or endless effort. All you need is presence and intention. Sit quietly, place one hand on your heart, and begin to breathe slowly and deeply. As your breath deepens, bring to mind something you genuinely appreciate. It could be a person you love, a memory that warms your heart, or even the feeling of sun on your skin. As you hold this image, feel your body respond. You might notice your shoulders drop, your jaw unclench, or your chest expand. These subtle shifts are your nervous system resetting, moving away from tension and toward openness. In this moment, your heart is not just beating. It is broadcasting coherence into the quantum field. When combined with a clear intention of what you wish to manifest, the energy becomes magnetized, drawing that experience toward you. The reason this resets the nervous system is because gratitude and love are biologically regenerative states. They produce chemicals such as oxytocin and dopamine, which counteract stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. The brain begins to create new neural connections that associate peace with safety instead of associating stress with survival. Over time, this practice rewires your subconscious patterns. Instead of reacting with fear or doubt, your body begins to default toward calm certainty. And in quantum manifestation, certainty is everything. The field responds not to words but to the coherence of your energy. A nervous system that feels safe allows you to hold a vision without resistance, meaning there is no energetic interference. Just as a radio receiver must be tuned clearly to pick up a station, your nervous system must be tuned clearly to broadcast your desires into the field. One of the biggest mistakes people make in manifestation is trying to force outcomes while their body is still in a dysregulated state. Imagine trying to send a clear radio broadcast while your system is filled with static. It doesn't matter how beautiful the message is. The distortion makes it unclear. That's what happens when you visualize abundance, love, or success while your nervous system is locked in fear or anxiety. The quantum field does not respond to the conscious mind alone. It mirrors the subconscious and the vibrational state of the body. If your body feels unsafe, your energetic broadcast will contradict your intention. Resetting the nervous system through breath, coherence, and gratitude clears the static. You are no longer asking for abundance while radiating lack. Instead, you embody a state of wholeness, safety, and peace. This is the state where quantum manifestation begins to work rapidly, often in ways that feel miraculous. Another aspect of this practice is awareness of triggers. Many people live their lives unconsciously repeating old survival patterns, which constantly keep their nervous system overstimulated. A small conflict, a stressful bill, or even a past memory can activate fight or flight mode without them realizing it. When you start observing these triggers instead of reacting, you gain power over them. In moments of stress, pause, breathe deeply, and bring awareness back to your heart. Even a few slow breaths can interrupt the automatic stress response and reset the nervous system. This is where you begin to practice mastery. Instead of letting life pull you into reaction, you train your body to return to coherence faster each time. Over weeks and months, your nervous system develops resilience, meaning it naturally stays balanced even when challenges arise. In this balanced state, your manifestation practice strengthens because nothing pulls you away from your chosen frequency. Scientific research supports these principles. Studies on heart-brain coherence, especially from the HeartMath Institute, reveal that the heart generates electromagnetic signals that directly affect brain function, emotional stability, and even immune response. When people practice coherent breathing and focus on positive emotions, their nervous system shifts into harmony. This state improves decision-making, intuition, and creativity, all vital for manifestation. From a quantum perspective, this coherence is not just a personal state, it is a broadcast into the field of infinite possibilities. Think of it as your manifestation signature. When your heart and brain are in sync, your signature becomes stronger, clearer, and more magnetic. Instead of scattered desires diluted by fear, your intention becomes a laser beam. That laser cuts through resistance and aligns you with the parallel reality where your desire already exists. This explains why some people suddenly experience synchronicities, opportunities, or breakthroughs after adopting this practice. The nervous system reset is also deeply connected to healing past trauma. Many of the survival patterns we live in are not from present dangers, but from old experiences that were never fully processed. These unresolved wounds live in the subconscious, keeping the nervous system hypervigilant. Quantum manifestation is not about ignoring pain but transforming it. By practicing breathwork, coherence, and intention, you teach your body that the past no longer dictates the present. Each time you regulate your nervous system, you tell your subconscious, "I am safe now." Over time, those old imprints lose their grip, and your energy becomes freer. With this freedom, you are no longer manifesting from fear or lack, but from possibility and love. This shift not only draws new experiences into your life, but also rewires your identity. You begin to see yourself not as a victim of circumstance, but as a conscious creator of reality. Consistency is the key to lasting change. Resetting the nervous system through quantum manifestation is not a one-time event, but a daily practice. Just as muscles strengthen with repeated training, your nervous system becomes resilient with consistent coherence practices. Begin with 5 minutes each morning, placing your hand on your heart, breathing deeply, and focusing on gratitude. As you build the habit, extend the practice to 15 or 20 minutes. You will notice that throughout the day, challenges no longer overwhelm you as they once did. Instead, you remain grounded, calm, and focused. This new baseline of nervous system regulation becomes the soil in which your manifestations grow. Remember, the quantum field is always responding to your dominant state. By resetting your nervous system each day, you ensure that your dominant vibration is peace, gratitude, and clarity. In this state, manifestation is no longer something you chase. It becomes something you naturally attract. When we begin to understand that manifestation is less about asking and more about embodying, the importance of a regulated nervous system becomes crystal clear. The nervous system determines whether you live in contraction or expansion. In contraction, you are locked into fear, judgment, and survival. In expansion, you feel safe, open, and connected to possibility. Think about it: when you are anxious, your vision narrows, your decisions become reactive, and you lose the ability to imagine new solutions. On the other hand, when you feel calm and safe, creativity flows, ideas emerge, and your intuition sharpens. The quantum field responds to expansion, not contraction. Therefore, the nervous system reset practice is like turning the key that unlocks higher states of consciousness. Once you step into expansion, manifestation is no longer an effort. It is a natural consequence of alignment. You are no longer begging the universe, you are radiating coherence, and the universe matches that signal. One of the most profound aspects of this practice is how it alters your relationship with time. In survival mode, the nervous system is obsessed with the past and the future. It replays old wounds while fearing what might go wrong tomorrow. This time-based stress keeps you trapped in cycles of repetition because the quantum field only mirrors the energy you hold now. Resetting your nervous system pulls you into the present moment, which is the only place creation occurs. When you breathe slowly, calm your heart, and feel gratitude in the now, your body no longer identifies with the old story. Instead, it anchors into a new frequency that immediately begins attracting new possibilities. In this state, time itself bends. Synchronicities multiply, manifestations accelerate, and you begin to experience what many call quantum leaps. All of this begins not with effort but with presence. Resetting the nervous system so it aligns with the timeless now. It's also important to understand that the nervous system is not isolated from the rest of your energy body. Every chakra, every meridian, every subtle energy center is influenced by the state of your nervous system. When you are in fight or flight mode, your energy centers constrict, blocking the flow of life force. This constriction weakens your field and makes manifestation harder. On the other hand, when your nervous system is balanced, energy flows freely and your field expands. This expansion makes your desires magnetic. Think of it as tuning an instrument. When your nervous system is regulated, your entire energy system resonates in harmony. This harmony is what the quantum field responds to. You are no longer sending mixed signals, but broadcasting one coherent frequency. That's why so many spiritual traditions emphasize practices like meditation, breathwork, and prayer. They are not just calming the mind. They are resetting the nervous system to open your field to infinite possibility. The nervous system reset practice also teaches you the power of surrender. In survival mode, the nervous system constantly tries to control outcomes to avoid danger. This control often blocks manifestation because it stems from fear. But when you regulate your nervous system, you naturally relax into trust. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means aligning with the intelligence of the quantum field, which is far greater than the conscious mind. In this state, you no longer micromanage how things should unfold. Instead, you set a clear intention, align your energy through coherence, and allow the universe to orchestrate the details. Often, what arrives is far better than what you could have imagined. This is why people who practice nervous system regulation often experience effortless manifestations. By calming the inner need to control, they open the door for the field to deliver with elegance and precision. Over time, this practice transforms not only your manifestations but your entire identity. At first, you may approach nervous system regulation as a tool to achieve certain goals, perhaps more abundance, better relationships, or health improvements. But as you continue, You realize that the true gift is who you become in the process. You evolve from a reactive, being trapped in survival, to a conscious creator living in coherence. Your nervous system no longer dictates your destiny, your alignment does. You embody peace even in chaos, love even in uncertainty, and trust even in the unknown. This state of being is magnetic because it mirrors the very essence of the quantum field: expansive, infinite, and abundant. At this level, manifestation is no longer about attracting something outside of you. It becomes about realizing that you and the quantum field are one, and your nervous system is simply the bridge that allows this truth to be lived. One of the greatest benefits of resetting your nervous system through quantum manifestation is the sense of inner safety it cultivates. Safety is a frequency, and when your body feels safe, it opens to new possibilities. Most people unconsciously manifest from a place of fear. Fear of not having enough, fear of losing, fear of rejection. This fear-based broadcasting keeps them stuck in cycles of lack because the quantum field reflects that very signal. By consistently calming your nervous system, you reprogram your subconscious to believe, "I am safe. I am supported. I am enough." From this foundation, your intentions carry a completely different vibration. You no longer try to manifest as a way to escape fear, but as an expression of love, joy, and expansion. This is the true reset, transforming your inner world so profoundly that the outer world naturally follows, without struggle or force. Another dimension to this practice is its ripple effect on relationships. A dysregulated nervous system often leads to reactive communication, misunderstandings, and cycles of conflict. When your nervous system is in survival, you hear threats where none exist and respond defensively. But once you begin to regulate, your capacity for compassion, patience, and deep listening expands. You radiate calmness and others feel safer around you. This creates coherence not just within your body, but also within your environment. Relationships begin to harmonize, opportunities for collaboration emerge, and even difficult people soften in your presence. This is not coincidence. It is resonance. The quantum field reflects the energy you hold, and when you embody safety and coherence, you attract relationships and experiences that mirror those states. In this way, resetting your nervous system doesn't just transform your personal manifestation. It elevates the collective energy of everyone you touch. It's worth noting that your nervous system is deeply connected to your sense of worthiness. If, deep down, you don't feel worthy of receiving, your nervous system will resist expansion and keep you in survival. This is why so many people self-sabotage their manifestations. They consciously desire abundance, but unconsciously reject it. The nervous system reset practice helps dissolve these patterns because it creates a felt experience of worthiness. When your heart is coherent and your body feels safe, worthiness stops being an idea and becomes a lived reality. You feel it in your cells, in your breath, in your energy. From this embodied worthiness, manifestation flows naturally. You no longer chase outcomes for validation. You magnetize experiences because you know you are already whole. This inner alignment is the ultimate reset because it dissolves resistance at the deepest level, allowing your desires to reach you with ease. The long-term effects of this practice extend far beyond manifestation. A regulated nervous system improves physical health, emotional balance, and mental clarity. Stress-related illnesses decline, sleep improves, and the body begins to repair itself at a cellular level. From a quantum perspective, this healing is not separate from manifestation. It is the foundation of it. The healthier and more coherent your system becomes, the more powerful your broadcast into the quantum field. Many people report that as they deepen this practice, their manifestations become almost effortless. What once felt like a distant dream suddenly materializes because the inner alignment is complete. This is the quantum paradox. When you stop forcing and start regulating, reality bends around your state of being. In other words, manifestation is not about getting what you want. It is about becoming the version of yourself for whom that reality is natural. In the end, this quantum manifestation practice is not just about resetting your nervous system. It is about resetting your entire life. By calming the body, aligning the heart and brain, and broadcasting coherence into the field, you step into your true creative power. You realize that the nervous system is not a limitation but a gateway, a bridge between biology and the infinite. Every breath, every moment of gratitude, every choice to return to coherence is a declaration that you are no longer ruled by survival but guided by creation. The reset is not temporary, it is a new way of being. And as you embody this state day after day, the quantum field cannot help but respond. Your nervous system becomes the tuning fork of manifestation, and reality begins to sing in harmony with your deepest desires. This is the ultimate truth: when you reset within, the universe resets around you.